Well, that was quite a build-up. Thank you, Mr. Tony Degucci. And hello to everybody. It's good to be back here again. It's kind of weird having my photo there. So, good evening, everybody. I'm Mandy too, and it's an absolute honor to be here with you today. When I was asked to give this speech, I racked my brains for something to say about Canning College that I hadn't said before. After all, aside from giving the valedictory speech in 2013, I had visited the campus throughout the following year. I'd interviewed Mr. Alan Giannoni for a short film segment, Mr. Tony Degucci for another, and Canning College has been the subject of most of my photo shoots as well as the centerpiece for any of my articles on education in Australia. I've been so vocal about my love for Canning that I was worried writing this speech that there was nothing I could say that you all haven't heard or read before. But then I remembered the things that I had taken for granted, things I thought could stand to go unsaid. And these are the things I'm going to talk to you about today. When I left Yangon International Airport in the December of 2012, my departure, as Mr. Tony Degucci said, had been a long time coming. I had applied to Canning in September 2011, but visa complications meant that I had to wait an entire year before I could leave. So I was excited to finally be boarding a plane and leaving for Australia. And yet, there was a lump in my throat about the size of Australia, and I could not make it go away. My mother's only words of comfort were, "This was your choice." And the thing about choices is that you have to deal with the consequences. Leaving home is never easy. Homesickness comes in waves, and sometimes it can be a little too much to bear. But Canning College made powering through that much easier. Honestly, I wasn't looking forward to orientation. I wasn't exactly what you called a social butterfly. I was more of a hermit caterpillar, and I wanted to remain that way. But my first day at orientation changed everything. There I made friends with people from all over the world, and I'm still friends with most of them today. Let me tell you a little bit about these friendships. I'm from Myanmar, and throughout my entire year at Canning College, I would not meet another international student who was from the same country. Instead, I acquainted myself with Diana, who's right there. She's from Malaysia. We ended up being friends on the first orientation night, and from then on, we were inseparable. About a day later, I met Ray from Zambia by the water cooler. Funny story. I'd become so accustomed to telling people where I was from that when he introduced himself and said, "Hi, I'm Ray," I responded with, "I'm Burma." The three of us, Diana, Ray, and myself, became firm friends. We're from different countries and follow different religions, but we had similar values and similar interests. And whatever differences we had, we celebrated. We also made friends with several local students. For myself, most notably Ryan Connery, with whom I'm still waging a poke war on Facebook, and Lewis Graham, who encouraged me to follow my theatrical aspirations. We have dress rehearsal later tonight, so that's fun. Suddenly, Perth didn't seem so strange anymore. Maybe I was still homesick, as I'm sure most of the other students were, but it was so much easier to bear now. Canning College gave us something to look forward to. I was late on my first day at Canning College. I then proceeded to apologize in my letter to the teacher, to Ms. Nicole Bennett, who should be around here somewhere, hello, for my tardiness, and true to my word, I was never late for college again. Instead, Diana and I set up post in front of entry B, and we were there most days from 8 a.m., although classes started at 8:45. It turned out to be a great practice, because from greeting the lecturers as they came in from their morning commute, we got to know them better, and they got to know us a little better too. The staff at Canning College are the best in the world. I'm not even exaggerating. I've often wondered if there is a requirement upon employment stating "must be incredible and friendly." The teachers at Canning fulfill that requirement 1,000-fold. They are all bottles of sunshine and never fail to stop and chat for a while on their way to or from class. It's these little things they do that make our day, and they make Canning College the wonderful, welcoming environment that it so proudly maintains. Determined to make the most of my time at Canning, I signed up for the Student Council. Together, under the guidance of Mr. Andrew Wilson, we organized and went on a bushwalk, painted the student lounge blue, yes, that was us, designed the college jackets for our year, coordinated sausage sizzles. We even threw Andrew a surprise birthday party, which, as it turned out, he didn't find too surprising. Aside from a variety of social activities, Canning College's main claim to fame is its education. Upon application, Canning assures us that our success is their priority, and we would learn in our time at the college that they are true to their word. In my year, I took English language and Australian cultural studies, modern history, psychology, and earth and environmental science. The lecturers all had different teaching styles. For example, Ms. Julia Treen preferred that we stick to a tightly scheduled learning plan, while Mr. Arthur Banco was happy to rant and rave as long as he didn't stray off topic. We love you, Mr. Banco. Okay, yeah. However, what every lecturer encouraged was class participation and discussion, critical thinking, teamwork, and a lot of writing. Those who know about my love for writing will know that I was not complaining. In high school, we had one major presentation at the end of 10th grade. At Canning College, presentations almost became the everyday, and even if practice doesn't make perfect, practice makes excellent. And excellence is what Canning College inspired students to achieve, and excellence is what we as students aspire to. On the matter of saying things I'd rather leave unsaid, in July 2013, I got my heart broken. Two things got me through it. One, writing, and two, Canning College. It was around this time that I got it into my head to put up a play for the students and staff of the college. Some of you will remember that. It was an endeavor fraught with difficulty. Actors kept dropping out and the date kept getting pushed back. And with a heart as heavy as mine was, it felt like the whole world was conspiring against me. And I nearly gave up. But what got me through was the support of my friends and the lovely teachers at Canning. Only a few people knew the specific details of my misery, but everyone else's unfailing cheer and daily inquiries about my well-being told me that I needed to and that I could go on. And on the 19th of August, 2013, the Canning College Theatrical Company, as we called ourselves, formed our first and only play, Unfinished Business. I chose Canning College because it offered more university choices. I stuck with my decision and trusted it to give me a quality education. And it did. On top of that, I walked away with friendships and experiences far richer and far more valuable than I ever could have imagined. So, thank you, Canning College. Thank you for everything.